All right. When you battled Soul at Scribble Jam and lost, do you think that you were robbed?
I'll say this. First of all, I don't care because look at where I'm at, right? And shout out to him. Like, we was cool. We never had no issue. So it wasn't there was no drama with us. But what I will say, if memory serves me correct, and anybody who was around for that whole Scribble Jam shit can tell you, I love Scribble Jam. I'll tell you this. The first time I ever got on a plane to go rap somewhere was going to Scribble Jam. I'm like, oh shit, y'all flying me to go rap? Like, wow. Like, that was in-game shit to me at the time. Like, you flying me to go somewhere and rap? Not even to get paid to rap, like, which is what I do now. Just the fact that I got paid to get on a plane to battle. Like, that alone was like, wow. Like, y'all flying me somewhere to go do what I would do for free? You know what I mean? But I will say this. For my experience in Scribble, I've had great experience in Scribble, but I only battled there once because I felt that, matter of fact, I don't think nobody from New York ever won Scribble Jam. But I'll tell you why. I think that because the shit that was being said to me, and I always sort of, I felt that there was kind of like a silent pushback with New York. I don't think they wanted to accept us as much as, you know what I mean? Because you were asking about that quote unquote nerd shit before. Like, my thing is this. I could qualify certain things that we do as nerd shit, but you also can't, that doesn't negate what I am, where I'm from, and what I've done. Like, I'm still from the style. I still got a history. I'm just not a dummy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but to them, all they saw, because when I pulled the Scribble Jam, they're like, I'm from the style. Like, it was a bunch of, it was way more white people than I was used to seeing at battles and shit like that. Not saying I never seen white. I'm from Brooklyn. There's white people all over the place. But it like at that time, to see the whole concentration of a lot of white rappers was different to me. Yeah, at the time. So think about it.
You're also
these
playing
are guys,
to a different audience too, then.
Right. So these are like a lot of them is like, and people from all over, but it was like a lot of Midwest white people. And I'm not saying that as a bad. I'm just talking about the demographic that was there. I'm not saying it shitting on them. So a lot of them, and I'm pulling up. I got on sweats. I got on my fucking bandana tie. That shit. They looking at me like, this ain't gonna come and shoot the place up, or he coming to rap. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking like I'm dressing. I'm dressing how I dress in my hood. I'm conducting myself out, and it was always an underlying like, oh, like they didn't appreciate the quote unquote street aspect as much. And I'm from the street. I'm smart, but I'm from the street. So like, I'm gonna use all my, I'm gonna intimidate you too. It is what it is. And they didn't really like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't geared towards that. They really like, and a lot of people had like a kind of like a vendetta against New York. Like nobody wanted to see New York motherfucker get to it. But I guess that's because we you know, controlled the narrative for so many years. So when people finally people were finally able to utilize their voice, they like, nah, we're gonna take this and run with it. Like y'all had enough of that. We had enough of y'all in New York.
Give somebody else a chance, type of shit.
Right. So like New Yorkers battling. I didn't see a lot of New Yorkers go far battling. Like, I don't think nobody ever won. But as far as performing and getting love and making money, Scribble Jam was wonderful. That's why I went every year for probably at least 7, 8 years, however many years I went, probably that many times, maybe 5, 6 years, whatever, however many years I used to go every year, because even though when it came to the battling, they weren't really they really weren't vibing with us. But when it came to the music and when it came to the performances and when it came to getting this merch off, they were 1,000% on board with us. So I made a lot of money and a lot of friends doing the Scribble Jam thing. The Scribble Jam was a very important part of the that battle rap history. You know what I mean?
So what was your reaction in that situation with Soul though? Like, were you surprised at the way they called it, or?
Well, to be fair, it was weird because they didn't traditionally They did it. How they called it? They did it interesting. They didn't call a winner or loser. We rhymed and we got on stage. That was it. There was no him. It was none of that. So literally and it was and it was like 60 something people, and it was mad people, bro. And matter of fact, damn, I'm RP Peace, man. Project Blow, Freestyle Fellowship, and all that. Peace Battle I did and that shit. He just passed away this week. So rest in peace, man. You know, I got a lot of family out there in the West, man. And Peace was a good brother, so rest in peace to him. He battled that day too, so I just want to give him a shout out. RP Peace, Project Blow, love. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so they didn't call winners or losers. Everybody just hung around, and then when the second round came, they just announced who was up. And if you know what I mean, they didn't. So I'm standing around because I thought I did good. He did good too, obviously, but they said he won, so I guess he thought he did good as well. But I definitely didn't feel like it was like I got smoked or embarrassed or no shit like that. It was what it was. We rapped. It was like, look at a minute, we rapped. It was what it was. But so when we all standing on the side, they didn't announce who won. They just called up the next group of people to battle. And then when they called him, they called Soul. I'm like, oh shit, they called Soul. Damn, I guess I lost.
Shit.
And I went to the bar and got drunk. And that was it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what happened. It wasn't no life altering shit. Like, shit got ups and downs, you win, you lose, whatever. It wasn't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I didn't know.
Right.
Yeah, when he said he won, I was just like, what? Okay, cool. I went to the bar, drank. I ain't complaining about that shit. Whatever. Shout out to Soul too. I don't know if he's still making music and shit, but shout out to him.
That's dope, man. Yeah, shout out to him.